Good afternoon, students. Hope you all are well. Dear parents, we need to your support. Please kindly submit your ward fees. Dear students, you are watching class 7 science chapter number 2 nutrition in animal part 5th. Dear students, in the last video we discussed different type of teeth. In this video we will discuss tongue, digestion and mouth or the buccal cavity. So let's start. The tongue is a fleshy muscular organs located in the buccal cavity. Dear students, tongue is a fleshy muscular organs attached at the back of the floor of buccal cavity. It is free at the front and can be moved in all direction. Dear students, tongue perform several functions. So let's start studying. During chewing, it helps to mix food. Dear student, it helps to mixing saliva with the food. It helps in pushing and swallowing the food into a food pipe. It also help to digest the food with the saliva. Dear students, now what is the saliva? The salivary gland produce saliva contain enzymes that is called what? Amylase. A digestive juice produced by the salivary glands. It is also help to swallow food. Dear students, the tongue is very important sense organs. Structure called taste bud. Dear student, help in getting the different taste of a food. It has several taste bud that can be distinguished 4 type of taste. Let's study. That are located on its upper surface, help to detect the 4 different taste: sweet, salty, bitter and sour. The tongue also help to speak. Dear student, it also help to speak. Now come to the next one part, digestion. Dear students, the food gets digested as it travels through the various organs of the digestive tract of alimentary canal. Dear students, we know we take food in through the mouth, that digest and utilize it. Undigested part of the food are expelled from our body. The whole process through a long tube canal, that is called what? Alimentary canal or the digestive tract. So let's study this digestive tract. The path of the food starting from the mouth to excretory organs involving the stage forms egestion to egation takes to roots swallow in the figures 2.8. Dear students, we know very well we take food through the mouth, digest and utilize it. Food passes through a long canal, that is called what? Alimentary canal and the digestive tract. In the digestive tract begins with the buccal cavities, and alimentary consists what? Buccal cavity or the oesophagus. Now third one also stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and the last one is what? Beginning at the buccal cavity and end at the anus. So here you can see path of a food in alimentary canal. Mouth, begin from the mouth, oesophagus, then stomach, then small intestine, then large, then last one is what? Anus. The inner wall of the stomach and the small intestine has a various glands such as a salivary gland, liver, pancreas secrete the digestive juices. These digestive juices convert complex insoluble food into a simple soluble food. So these digestive tract and associated gland together constitute what? Digestive system. Let's us learn how each organs help in digestion of food. 2.9, figure number 2.9. I will show you human digestive system. Salivary gland, gallbladder, pancreas, rectum, anus, small intestine, large intestine, stomach, liver, mouth, oesophagus. Mouth and oesophagus. These are collectively we are called what? Digestive system. Now come to the buccal. First start from the, because we know very well our cycle is start from the what? Mouth. We take food from the mouth, and if we are talking alimentary canal, which is begins from the buccal cavity, and first is what? Mouth. So let's start. The mouth is the digestion start in the mouth or the buccal cavity. Here the food that ingested is chewed by the teeth. The chewing of food is called mastication. Dear students, I earlier discussed in the last video, mastication is a process. The teeth breaks the food into a small piece, chew and grind it. Chewing mix and the small pieces of a food with the saliva. This process is called what? Mastication. It breaks down the food into a simpler pieces for the easier digestion. Saliva is digestive juice secreted by the salivary gland present at the back of the throat under the tongue. Dear students, earlier we discussed the salivary gland produce saliva. Saliva contain what? Enzyme that is called what? Amylase, that breaks down the starch present in the sugar, present in the food into a sugar. Now salivary gland present in the back of the throat and under the tongue. The digestive juice present in the saliva convert complex carbohydrates such as starch present in the food, starch into sugar. Dear students, starch is present in our food, convert this starch into sugar. Now into a simple sugar molecules. Thus the process of digestion begins in the mouth. We get a sweet taste when we chew rice or bread for sometimes because of the action of saliva on the starch. Saliva also makes the food slimy so that it can be easily swallowed. Earlier I told you the work of saliva. It help mixing saliva with the food, and tongue also help in pushing and the swallowing the food into a food pipe. So dear students, once the food is chewed, the tongue rolls into a balls. That balls is called what? Bolus, and push it to the back of the mouth to be a swallowed. Dear students, I earlier told you it helps in pushing and swallowing the food into a food pipe. Now dear students, one activity is given there. Let's see. Aim to study the effect of saliva on food. What is the material required for this activity? Material required: 2 test tubes, dropper, boiled rice, and iodine solution. Procedure: first take 2 test tubes and label them A and B. We have to take a test tube, 2 test tube, one label from A and second one for B. Second one, put 1 teaspoonful of boiled rice in a test tube A and put 1 spoonful of chewed boiled rice in the test tube B. In the A test tube, simply we have to take boiled rice, and in the B test tube we have to take chewed boiled rice in the B. Now third one, add some water in the both test tube to make a solution. Fourth number, pour 2-3 drop iodine. We know very well for the testing of starch we use what? Iodine solution to both test tube and observe what happens. Dear students, what happens? Let's see. Observation: a blue black color appears in test tube A because due to presence of starch, while no change in color is observed in the test tube B because here is no presence of starch. Conclusions: appearance of blue-black color indicates that presence of starch in the test tube A, and as the starch is broken down by the action of saliva because it is chewed, so saliva it is mixed. We take here what? Chewed boiled rice. So saliva mixed together in the B test tube. It gives no blue-black color with the iodine. Dear students, iodine solution. Dear students, now you understood in the B test tube why its color not change, because in the B test tube starch is break down by the action of saliva in the test tube B. So dear students, now hope you understood the effect of saliva on the food. Dear students, you have to read this paragraph carefully. That is your homework. Thank you. Stay home. Be safe.